Do you often find yourself questioning if you're on the right path in life? Are you seeking reassurance that God is guiding you in your endeavors? Today, we're diving deep into key signs that show you are on the right path and have God's approval. Understanding these signs is crucial for every believer because they reflect God's presence and guidance in our lives. If you don't see these signs, it might be time to reassess your direction. Even if your choices seem good outwardly, they might not align with God's plan. So what are these signs? Remember, God never leaves his children in the dark. As long as you're committed to doing his will, he will guide you through clear signs. When you're about to make a crucial decision, pray and be patient. These signs are often easy to recognize once you know what to look for. If you're unsure, it's important to wait until God reveals them to you. Let's explore these divine signs together and ensure you're walking the path God has set for you. Number 1, deep sense of peace and contentment. A deep sense of peace and contentment is a profound sign that you are on the right path. Peace is the absence of trouble. One of the names of Jesus, according to Isaiah 9:6, is the Prince of Peace. That means wherever Jesus dwells, peace dwells. You can't separate God from peace. So when you have a deep sense of peace toward an endeavor or a relationship, you are on the right path. It's a sign from God that he's right there with you. Many are not cautious enough to know the state of their spirits when making decisions. They are rash and thus fall into the pit. You must discern all things first with the presence of peace. Once you have any negative feelings concerning something, step back. It signals that God doesn't want you to walk that path. If you are on the right path, God will also satisfy your mouth with good things. He will meet your needs. You won't have to be searching for men's validation. You may not have it all yet, but you have it all. He who has God has everything. So when your mind is at rest and you are at peace, even in the face of tribulations and trials, you are on the right path. Peace is more than just a lack of conflict or stress. It is a profound sense of calm and assurance that surpasses all understanding. It is knowing that despite the chaos around you, everything will be all right because God is in control. This peace is a gift from God, a sign of his presence in your life. When you experience this peace, you can be confident that you are walking in God's will. Contentment follows peace closely. It is being satisfied with where you are and what you have. It is the absence of striving for more than what God has given you. Contentment is a sign of trust in God's provision and timing. When you feel content with your life, despite its imperfections, you are on the right path. God provides for his children, and when you are content, it means you trust in his provision and plan for your life. Number 2, repeated messages and patterns. Repeated messages and patterns are another sign that you are on the right path. What does this mean? God might be repeating a direction or instruction in your heart. When you sleep, you dream about it. While listening to messages from anointed men of God, you hear them ministering to you about it. Your friends and family agree with it. This is a clear sign that God wants you to pursue that course. He wants you to walk in that way. That's why he keeps laying it on your heart. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." You may be praying for a new job, your mind fixed on a particular opportunity, but God keeps pushing your heart to another. That's one of the great things that you do not know. You know deep within you that this is God's will for you. What do you have to do? Surrender yourself and walk in that path. That's how you make the right decision. But if you walk against this prompt, you will do yourself more harm than good. Why? Because God will not be there with you. And when he's not with you, danger and failure are inevitable. God speaks to us in many ways. He can use dreams, sermons, conversations with friends and family, and even seemingly random events to convey his message. When you notice a recurring theme or message in your life, pay attention. God is likely trying to get your attention and guide you. These repeated messages are not coincidental. They are divinely orchestrated to lead you in the right direction. The Bible is full of examples where God used repeated messages to guide his people. Think of Samuel, who heard God's call multiple times before realizing it was the Lord speaking to him. Or Gideon, who received confirmation of God's will through repeated signs. God understands our need for assurance, and he provides it through repetition. When you notice these patterns, don't ignore them. They are a sign that you are on the right path. God is confirming his will for your life and guiding you step by step. Number 3, opportunities and open doors. Opportunities and open doors are a potent sign that you are on the right path. No man loves stagnancy. Everyone wants to move forward. So a potent sign that you are on the right path is that God will expose your life to opportunities. If you are doing the right job, doors will keep opening for you. You won't struggle to get them because God is right beside you. If you are in the right circle of friends, they will keep drawing your hands up and not down. That's how you know the right place for you. But if you experience closed doors and the absence of peace, you ought to leave that environment. It's a sign that you are not where your success dwells. So, go back to God and keep praying until you arrive at your place of destiny. You don't have to give up. If you trust and obey, God will lead you to the right path. So, watch out for opportunities. Are there avenues for you to improve yourself? If yes, then build yourself on that path. That's the right one for you. Opportunities come in many forms. They could be a new job offer, a promotion, an invitation to join a meaningful project, or a chance to meet influential people. These opportunities are signs that God is paving the way for you. When you are on the right path, you will notice that things fall into place with surprising ease. Doors will open, and you will find yourself in the right place at the right time. God orchestrates these events to guide you and confirm that you are walking in his will. However, not every opportunity is from God. You need to discern which ones are divinely appointed. Pray for wisdom and guidance, and God will reveal which doors to walk through. Remember, God's opportunities will align with his word and bring you peace, even if they come with challenges. When you walk through these doors, you will experience God's favor and provision, confirming that you are on the right path. Number 4, supportive relationships and personal growth. Supportive relationships and personal growth are key indicators that you are on the right path. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Therefore, if you are around those who help you become a better person, you are in the right corner. Values matter in life, and only those who are full of values can communicate them. If your circle of influence has none, you can benefit none from them. They won't be able to support you in any way. Why? Because they don't have the resources. You don't need relationships that take more than you receive from them. You need a supportive relationship. You need men who can carry your shoulders. Are you planning to marry a partner who only loves your resources but adds little or nothing to your growth? You are in the wrong relationship. You need to heed God's warning now and break free from it. It's a clear sign that if you marry the individual, he or she won't make any meaningful contribution to your life. But when your fiancé brings tangible ideas and implements them, you are in a supportive relationship. You can bank on such an individual to help you in need. Supportive relationships are vital for your growth and well-being. When you are surrounded by people who encourage and support you, you are more likely to succeed. These relationships help you grow spiritually, emotionally, and personally. They challenge you to be your best self and hold you accountable. If you are in a relationship that drains you or pulls you away from God, it is a sign that you are not on the right path. Seek relationships that uplift and inspire you. Personal growth is another sign that you are on the right path. When you are in the right environment, you will notice that you are growing and improving. You will discover new strengths and talents, and you will become more self-aware. This growth is a sign that God is working in your life, helping you to become the person He created you to be. When you are growing up and surrounded by supportive relationships, you are on the right path. Number 5, joy in giving and forgiving. Finding joy in giving and forgiving is a sign that you are on the right path. When you give, you are fulfilling God's commandments. He doesn't delight in stinginess. So when you take it upon yourself to give what you have, He will replenish it with joy. You will feel a deep sense of gladness in your heart. You will know within you that you are doing the right thing. Are you thinking that you have nothing to give? That's not true. What about your expertise, your prayers, your time? Everything is not about material things. When you give your time, expertise, or prayers, you know you are doing the right thing. Also, forgiving is another act that gives joy. You are releasing your soul from pain and sorrow. So if you've kept someone in the prison of your heart, know that God wants you to release them today. This is not for the person, but for you. You need the healing. You need the joy. You need to move forward and stop looking back. And when you can do this, know deep within you that you have done the right thing, irrespective of what people may say. Your mind will be at peace. Giving is a powerful act of love and obedience. When you give, you reflect God's generosity and love. You become a channel of His blessings to others. This brings joy and fulfillment, knowing that you are making a positive impact in someone's life. Giving is not limited to material possessions. Your time, skills, and prayers are valuable gifts that can bless others. When you find joy in giving, it is a sign that you are aligned with God's heart. Forgiveness is equally important. Holding on to grudges and resentment hinders your spiritual growth and peace. When you forgive, you release the burden of anger and bitterness. This brings healing and freedom. Forgiveness is not always easy, but it is necessary for your well-being. When you experience joy in giving and forgiving, you are on the right path. You are living out God's commandments and experiencing His peace and joy. In conclusion, these signs are clear indicators that you are on the right path. A deep sense of peace and contentment, repeated messages and patterns, opportunities and open doors, supportive relationships and personal growth, and joy in giving and forgiving all point to God's presence and guidance in your life. If you are experiencing these signs, take heart and continue walking in God's will. If not, seek God's guidance and align your life with His will. God is faithful and will lead you to the right path. Trust in Him and follow His lead.